有人说毛泽东是一个不折不扣的冒险家，他拿成千上万中国人的生命做赌注，进行一项又一项的群众实验。另外一方面，他对于整肃异己也不遗余力。而事实上，接近毛泽东的人士透露，毛泽东最敬仰中国历史上的君王就是武则天跟秦始皇，由此可见他的心态了。因此，也有西方学者称毛泽东是中国最后一位专制皇帝。
6、5、4、3、2、1，起爆！
Mao said the atomic bomb is a paper tiger which the Americans used to scare people. But he had decided he wanted a paper tiger too, to frighten his enemies and to divert attention from problems at home.
他有一次跟我讲，他说最好美国放一个原子弹在福建。 然后呢，炸死中国人，炸死1000万、2000万人，最好了，这样子才能把美国帝国主义的真正的面目暴露出来。那么才知道，到底是中国好呢，还是美国好？那么当时我听了这话，我是很吃惊的，因为拿1000万人死亡、2000万人死亡来换说是美国好还是中国好，这个太可怕了，这个想法，这个思想。
敬爱的同志们、朋友们。
Liu Shaoqi, president of China, number 2 in the party, and one of Mao's most loyal supporters, was now taking charge of the economy to repair the damage caused by Mao's great leap forward.
当然，对刘少奇不满，他认为刘少奇违反了他的路线，违反了党的路线，而且他认为必须采取这样的手段才能把刘少奇的这个。 影响最重要是刘少奇的影响，因为刘少奇是从国家来讲是国家主席，从党来讲他是党的副主席。都是互相有关系的，他就认为只有把更广大的群众、党内的群众、党外的群众都发动起来，才能把刘少奇的问题解决。
When Chinese emperors felt threatened, they put on a pageant to display their power to the people. Mao was now 72 and feared he was being pushed into the sidelines. In July 1966, Mao took a symbolic swim to show his strength. It was reported he swam 10 miles in just 1 hour.
因为他这个人肚子很大呢，成了一个 balloon。那么他这个躺在那儿，他自己不会往下沉的，因为他肚子很大嘛，往下一躺，这个肚子就把它飘起来了，所以他根本就无所谓游泳 ，floating， 顺流而下。长江那个水流很急，实际上他躺在那里，手稍微动一动，肚子把它飘起来，就游下去了，20里、30里很容易嘛。
It was a swim that he was back in power, back in the swim of things, literally, and he had both physical and political vigor. He was supposed to have swum an extraordinary distance in the Yangtze, breaking all world records, but of course that was natural, I suppose. But he had other aims in the revolution. Mao wanted to recover power. He'd been sidelined. He wanted to get back in the center.
When he launched the Great Cultural Revolution, Mao used his familiar weapon of mobilizing the masses. The great helmsman, Chairman Mao, called on the people to purge the Communist Party and to bring down the party hierarchy.
I had heard him expressing deep concern over his inability to find a way of keeping the Chinese Revolution from stagnating and becoming corrupt and bureaucratic. And he kept saying, we've done this, we've done that, but we haven't really found the answer. And I think that the Cultural Revolution was what he considered the answer. That he was going to make the younger generation of that time do what his generation had done, rise up and make their own revolution and learn how to reshape society.
Mao's real aim was to destroy his enemies. Like the Emperor Qin he admired, he would demonstrate that he was the supreme ruler and reclaim his mandate from heaven, from his critics in the party and from the intellectuals who stood in his way.
Mao emulated the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huangdi, and among the other things he had done was he had buried the Confucian intellectuals who were not falling into line ideologically, and he had burned their books. And Mao, who rather admired, in his darker moods, Qin Shi Huang, used to say, well, I'm like Qin Shi Huang, only I've done 100 times better. He only buried 460 intellectuals, he said. I've done 46,000. But later on, there were public articles and expressions in the People's Daily about the merits of Qin Shi Huangdi, and obviously a parallel being drawn between him and Chairman Mao.